Hey everyone, welcome back to Resto-Raise. And today's episode, well, we're working on the 57 Dodge Power Wagon. But I've got a tip for you if you're working on a shock absorber and you happen to be searching how to remove the rubber bushings from the eyelets of your shock absorber, because either you are servicing them, so you need to get rid of them because they're worn out. In my case, they're brand new, but I wanted to remove them, one, because I want to paint the shocks. These are Monroe shocks, and they're obviously painted from the factory. They're no good, so I'm going to lightly sand them down, and I'm going to get a fresh coat of paint on them. But before I do so, I wanted to remove the bushing, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way on how to do this. It's pretty painless. You'll need a few tools, but let's get started, and I'll show you how this is done. All right, so what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need a hose clamp. This is a hose clamp that goes from approximately 3/4 to 1.5 inches. You're going to need a good pair of pliers, and then your nut driver, which is typically an 8mm or 5/16 to drive this. And then what I have here is a little syringe of just some dish soap, and that's going to act as a lubrication to get the eyelets out. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one out that I've done. And you want to have some soft jaws, of course, on your vise. You don't need to over tighten it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this in the vise here, just like so. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to take a little bit of dish soap and I'm just going to inject that in there. I have this syringe. I use it for injecting oil, different things when I want to get into spots that just much easier. And then what I'm gonna do is just rotate it till that lubrication makes its way into the metal eyelet. There we go. Now I know I've got a nice lubricated surface to get this out. Now the next step is I'm gonna take my hose clamp and let me see, I might just need to adjust this a little bit like so. Take my hose clamp, and this is where you want to have your pliers next to you here. Now what I like to do is I'm going to wear just a thin glove, just so I don't get anything sharp. And very simply, I'm going to put this on nice and tight. And I'm going to compress this rubber. And what we're going to do is, by the lubrication being on there and compressing that rubber, we're reducing the diameter. And it's pretty self-explanatory what's going to happen. Now what you want to do is, because I've got this lubricated, it's going to want to squeeze out. So what I'm doing is I'm using the palm of my hand, tightening this up, keeping that pressure. And you can see over here, let me zoom in. There, we can see what starts to happen is naturally this rubber starts to come out, which is exactly what I want. Now, when I have that out to the point where I can grab this rubber with my pliers, I can pull and just maneuver it like so. I can take this out, and just like so, I've got that rubber removed. Easy as one, from just a little bit of different angles so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to lubricate, twist that around. Got that lubricated.
Put my pliers in a standby mode. Take my hose clamp. And there's probably other methods out there, but this is what I came up with that I found was easy. And way back in the day when I used to ride motocross bikes, and this was an issue, this is how I'd learned how to do it, and it really worked well. So you can see the bushing is coming out. Now I'm going to grab it just in a rotating motion, just like that. I'm not even over squeezing the bushing. It's easy to come out. I'm not going to damage it because I'm going to be reusing these. These are in perfect shape. So,
all right, guys. Well, hopefully you found that helpful. You know, there's probably other methods as I indicated out there, but if you do have another method, post in the comment below. That way others can learn. Maybe it's a video that you've seen. But this has always worked well for me. Simple tools. Most people have them laying around in the garage. And if you found some value or some entertainment out of the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, post a comment below because it really helps the algorithms. that search out people who are doing restorations, who are DIYers, and maybe looking for this solution, and they're stuck, right? We're not all professionals out there, but through the community, we can all learn from each other and bring the old to new again. So thanks again, guys. We'll catch you on the next video. And by the way, what I'll do is I'll post a part 2 on how to reinstall the bushings very easily once you've serviced them or you have new bushings and maybe you've painted them like I'm going to do. All right, guys, see you then.